Hey guys, BaoZakeruga here. Today I'm joined by my friends Westtown HD
What's going on, guys?
and New Type
Hey guys.
as we discuss our thoughts on Suparobo Wars X prior to its release. So I guess I just want to start off by saying, what are your overall thoughts on the game as of right now going into it?
Personally, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the new Nadia series. I've never seen Wataru, so I think I'm most interested in that one. And of course, G-Reco to see how they fix the plot.
That's true, because plot's a mess. But with Wataru, I'm not sure if I'll even use it. Like, the mechs look chibi, even though the game is already in super form, but the mechs themselves look chibified even still. So that kind of puts me off, but then again,
See,
I'm weird
but
like
it's
that.
Super Robot Wars, so a mech can look as chibi as it wants and then be the best unit in the game.
This is true, but I'm shallow. If it doesn't look cool, I'm not using it. But yeah. Also, the developer said that making Wataru fit was a bit of a challenge by how the show works. I've never seen Wataru, so I'm not sure what he means by that, but curious to see like its deal.
Apparently, a lot of people are actually really excited for this series. I haven't seen it, but in my comment section for the reaction, a lot of people are actually really surprised that it's in, and they're very grateful it's in. I've made to give it a look.
It is pretty old school. With G-Reco though, I'm excited just to see the G Lucifer. I love that.
See, I know nothing of G-Reco, so it's going to be interesting for me to experience the plot for the first time. From what I understand, the anime plot's just a complete mess, as you guys stated, so let's hope Super Robot Wars can fix that.
I'm sure they will. So let's move on to the setting, which is apparently unique this time around in regards to what we usually get. The trailer itself says that we're going to the world of Alworth, and that our people supposedly stumble into a world where, I quote, warriors clash with steel. So that definitely sounds like a more fantasy setting, which isn't new because BX was like that. But just the fact that we stumble into a world where this is a thing, I wonder how that's going to play into the plot. I'm assuming it has something to do with like the OG, like enemies and units.
This game, following the mythical aspects, our unit should either look like a wizard, like the Eureka 7 movie version, look like a wizard, or make it look like a dragon.
I'd be down for both of those actually, since BX had a Magic Knight.
I'm hoping for something magical. I mean, they've already, through the anime list they've released, most of them have a somewhat tie to magic, except the Gundam shows, because Gundam shows are normally all realistic, but...
So I think plot-wise, there's going to be a parallel Earth with this setting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be the overall Earth, with Japan and all the other countries in space, with the colonies, and then there's going to be this magical world in which these characters keep constantly getting pulled in. Since for the plot of Wataru and Dunbine, both the protagonists get pulled into another world.
Okay.
And with the cross-end plot, there's the parallel world with the dragons and the humans, and I also think that's going to play into this too.
True, we have Cross Edge again, where everyone in that world, well, not everyone, like a portion of the world you can't use magic or an outcast and all that. So I'm curious if they'll do it like V again, where it's just a continent, or they'll like make Cross Edge his own world where they get transported from.
I don't know,
So I
because
think
it's like magic is a very loose definition. Like, would you consider spiral energy and spiral power magic?
That depends on who you're asking, but personally, no. I mean, spiral power is just literally willpower.
Yeah, I guess you can look at it like that, but...
Regardless, so it should be a pretty interesting world, since the developers said that this is something like new for the series, so I'm happy to see them like trying new things. And I guess next we'll talk about the fact that so many of this series coming back are reused from Z3 and V. We have Cross Edge, Dytron, I guess you could count them, they're like every game but Zeta, Unicorn. Double Zeta's back consecutively.
Unicorn's back? Yeah, Unicorn's not here.
I didn't mean to say Unicorn, I meant to say Shark's counterattack.
there you go.
What else? Of course, you got your Mazinger. No Getter, surprisingly. But yeah, just a lot of series being reused from the past two major entries. How you guys feel about that?
Well, they've added, Hainu, for example, that's also technically reused from Alpha 3, if you want to count that. But it's good to see that back. I'm not too decided on it, because the new series, I feel like they have enough to where if they mesh the plots and give enough units from the new series, it won't feel like just a straight reprint. I'm not gonna lie though, when I first saw the trailer after I've rewatched it several times over, it feels kind of lazy that they just kind of wanted to pump out a new game and throw like all the V and Z3 stuff they had just in there. I mean, don't get me wrong, with Gurren Lagann being in there, I mean, it makes everything right. But I'm kind of biased.
Well, I don't really have a problem with this list. The only one I have a real major issue is Daiton, because they've used that a lot and haven't really done anything with it. But this is the first time they're actually doing the plot in a while. Now, with everything else, they haven't done like most of these series haven't really done their full stories like over and over again like Gundam. This is the second time we're getting Gurren Lagann in a new game.
True.
Along with Cross Edge, which a recent addition with Mike Gain. So most of these aren't really like rehashed, and they're getting more times to flesh out what they can do with the story.
True.
Yeah, because you never know with Super Robot Wars when an anime is going to come back or if it's going to come back at all.
Like with Code Geass, they had to split that story up, but now they can just do it in one game since they're only using season 2.
True, and we haven't had the Daitron plot since I'm pretty sure Alpha 2, which was
Alpha 2 is the last I
over
heard.
a decade ago. I actually enjoyed the Daitron plot, so if it like we're getting the full plot of this game, then I'm okay with it. Still might not use Banjo just because, but I'm interested in the plot. I'm wondering if that maybe Ben Presto is having money issues. Once again, I have no like basis for this. I'm just wondering because past like few games we've had either reused engines, which isn't new because we've been using the J engine for the handheld game since J came out, and just that so many of these series are coming back with the same sprites and a lot of the same animations. I wonder if they're just trying to like cut costs because maybe they're having financial issues, or maybe just saving it for bigger projects like the next OG game. Who knows?
I mean, I don't think it's really that big of an issue since they've always done this. Well, they always reuse animations like for Alpha 2, Alpha 3,
True.
R&D, LMK, BX, UX.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not like upset that they're bringing all this stuff back. It's just different series. I would like to see the sprites at least updated a tiny bit, but I know it's kind of unreasonable.
Yeah, people still think the Vilcus looks like complete crap in the game.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah. I'm here of that.
See, one issue I do have with them bringing back certain series, like for example, Char's Counterattack. No, that's not a good example. Let's see. Okay, but for example, like they bring back tons of Gundam shows, and half the time the Gundam shows don't even have their plot. Like Steel 7 is here just because Steel 7 doesn't have a plot. Kind of agitates me when they keep recycling certain animes like Seed and 00. They kept using the same 00 plot, but they hadn't really reused like the original 00. Same with Seed, but they kept bringing it back anyway.
Well, here's an interesting thing. Some series are only units only, which means they're only using the mechs from that series. But the UC timeline isn't like that. They're using most of the plot, excluding Steel 7. So we might actually get the full Double Zeta, Charge Counterattack, and F91 plot.
I'm still curious how they're going to do that with F91. Because we have regular C book from F91, but then we have
and then there's Steel 7.
Yeah, like, how does that work? Is there going to be like a... maybe they just jump into a new universe and it's like, oh, we're like the future versions of your timeline or whatever. They sort of did that with V, in a way, with the different worlds. Like, one world was, the UC stuff happened, and then the other world is like that happened way in the past.
So yeah, they're all good.
So yeah, there's ways to make it work. Because pretty sure Alpha 1 had like almost every UC show at that point happen at the same time, and it worked.
Yeah, in Alpha 2, they had Crossbone, they had Charge Counterattack.
So it can definitely work, but yeah.
So it's worked before, so it's not that big of a deal.
So next segment, this should be a fun one. What series would you take out and what series would you add to the game? Keeping in mind with the fantasy setting.
Honestly, in order to keep more with the fantasy setting, I would take out Daiton and put in Raiden. Or Raiden.
I'd be down for Raiden. I haven't seen that since Alpha 3.
I haven't seen it since MX.
Oh yeah, it was in MX. Forgot about that. Me personally, I would well, I'm not sure who I would take out just yet, but what I would add, Escaflowne, because it hasn't been in a game since, I think not the Super Famicom. Was it the Wonder Swan?
Compact 2?
Yeah, what system was
Impact.
that on? Compact. I forgot what system it was on.
Yeah,
It was
the
it was a
Wonder Swan.
long time ago though. But I'll add an Escaflowne, have Breakblade make its debut because that series is heavily into magic and it's just awesome. I would actually add back the SD Gundams that they had in BX, like the Night Gundam and his entourage. 'Cause they were really cool and they fit. Other like magical series with mechs.
I mean, if they actually had the Maso Kishin plot, that would have fit well.
True, they use magic. But that's a really, really long plot and would be hard to fit in one game.
Now that you mentioned that it actually is. Have they even? Yeah, they just finished it in Super Robot Wars, and that took how long?
Since like the beginning of SRW until like what 2015, 16.
That may be a while.
They took their time.
Indeed.
Would have been cool to see Shu in this game.
But for series I would take out, I think I would take out Diatron. Just cause just give the guy a break. As much as I like them, I'll probably take out Gundam Wing just cause also give them a break. Although side note, I'm hoping they really improve the animation on the other Wing Boys outside of Hero, because they kind of deserve it at this point.
You know, Duo's animations are still going to be the worst in the series.
I'm sure they're adding new stuff.
I really hope so. What else? Takeouts. Nah, I was gonna say Nadia, but I don't know anything about the show, so that'd be wrong with
Let's
me. I'll experience the show first.
So I'm just gonna say Zeta because I don't know. Zeta feels really overused. Like keep Double Zeta. Don't get me wrong. It probably sounds bad, but because Double Zeta has not gotten nearly enough showtime in comparison to Zeta. Zeta's been in almost all of the most recent ones. It's been in
Sure.
all of them since like Alpha 1. I want to say.
All
Like
the
Alpha
major
1.
games, pretty much.
Yeah, it's been like everywhere. And I don't know. Camille's animations are really getting stale at this point. Like I haven't played
They're
through.
good, but it's like how many times can you reanimate the Zeta Gundam?
Yeah, I haven't played V yet, but I'm thinking I may just leave Rue in the Zeta and not give it to Camille, just because
Really?
I'm kind of getting tired of. I don't know. I might see where that goes, but
Disgraceful.
hey, okay, Camille. I've never really been the biggest fan of Camille. I mean,
Camille's the man, though.
Camille's a girl's name.
Honestly, I think the newer Guy King would also work for this plot.
I don't remember too much of the newer Guy King plot because I didn't finish my playthrough. Well, I played through L earlier as a teenager. I didn't read the plot, but I replayed it and I didn't finish it, so I didn't like get to see all of the new Guy King plot.
Pretty sure it would work for this too.
I actually
was
just
the
love to
setting that
see
they're making.
Guy King in a voice SRW. The new Guy King, not the old one.
I guess we can call it Shin Guy King.
Yeah, something I think that could have fit. I've only seen one episode of Demon Bane, but I've looked into the plot heavily, and I feel like Demon Bane fits the magical aspect more than anything else included right now.
It does.
But
I
of course,
forgot
Demon
about
Bane's
Demon
kind of
Bane.
low aged. And
But let's not talk about Demon Bane.
Even Bane's a whole other mess.
If it's the visual novel version, okay. But if it's the anime version, you can keep it. Also, let's talk about what... Well, we already kind of touched on this, but what would your ideal original or originals be, and what would you upgrade it into? Like, would you have something like, say, the Valvrave, where it's just powerful but sort of standard in what it can do? Would you have something as crazy as like the BaoZakeruga from W that can break dimensions?
I'm always for more flashy. The flashier, the better.
So I was thinking some sort of like super robot powered by magic.
I think you just described the Maso Kishin units.
Yeah, but super robot.
Oh, Super Robot, okay. I'm hoping this game, kind of like in Z2, gives you a choice between Super Robot and Real Robot.
I mean, I think two protagonists is possible in this game.
Because
That's what I wanna do.
we had two protagonists in V, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure their plot lines were pretty similar. Like they weren't like Rain and Setsuko kind of different.
Their interactions with characters were different.
I think I would want another group, like either W or UX, a group of originals. Cause I said it before, but W has my favorite set of originals, the Trailer family.
Yes, the space truckers.
So I'd love to see another group, not just one or two characters.
Yo, with all these spaceships getting in, telling you right now, the next Super Robot Wars game is gonna have a spaceship as its OG unit.
We had one in W as well, the Valstork.
But as a main character, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, there was a family, and they were all like pretty much the main character. You had the son of Cosmo, who was the main character, but his family were like pretty major too. You might see them in the next OG game.
Who knows when they'll reveal that?
If they reveal that.
Yeah, they will.
I'll be shocked if it doesn't at least get announced by the end of 2018. Like, of course, I thought X was going to be in the announcement, but I'm fine with the new straight up SRW, not just an OG game. The more time they have to work on it, the better.
Do you guys think that this game has too much Mazinger or Mazin?
No.
I was seeing a lot of people complaining. They're like, "Well, you have Mazin, Kaiser, Great Emperor, and Zero. Why no Getter?" I'm like, eh.
I would actually love to see Neo Getter back. I think the only game that's ever been in was R.
It was an R and Neo.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Neo exists.
Wait, maybe not Neo. I think that was New Robo. But it was definitely something else.
I would
GameCube.
at least like stop using Armageddon.
Personally, love to see more New Robo. Actually,
sure.
New Robo would have worked with this too, since they had a thing where they go to another world too, and they fight Onis and stuff.
Interesting. There's also that New Getter manga, but that's not done yet. I'm
Devolution?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Devolution isn't finished yet.
I
I
mean,
don't know how
neither,
far into it the plot is.
I haven't
Neither
read
is
it,
Ava,
but the
but-
designs look badass. But that's a good point. Blake brings up Ava's not done yet, but
Yeah, but Ava needs to chill out until the fourth
is
movie comes out.
Mazinger Zero done yet? Because despite that, they still have
No,
not
Zero-
brought the plot of that.
Mazinger Zero is finished.
Okay. Because I mean, they could straight up do what they did with Zero and then just bring in Get a Robo Devolution, plot only. No, not plot or units only.
What, Armageddon, but with devolution units.
since we're talking about
it can
this, I think we should discuss not just for X, but what is your three most wanted series in SRW. Doesn't have to be for X, just in general. That hasn't been in the game yet. For me, that would be Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and spaceships can now be a thing. I want to see Breakblade. And I guess my third would be Build Fighters, I guess. There might be another third, but Build Fighters would be third or fourth choice.
See, my wants for Super Robot Wars games are just so unrealistic. Only one of them is going to happen in my mind.
Oh, I remember what my other third one would be. Zone of the Enders. Okay, go on. Or
Yeah,
Xenogears. Okay, that's fine. Never mind. Sorry.
See, now, don't hang me, don't burn me at the stake for saying this, but I mean, I like Power Rangers, I like Transformers. Those two are never gonna happen. But more than
Technically,
anything,
we've had Sentai Rangers and Cross Omega. It's not impossible.
Cross Omega has Godzilla.
People have actually wanted Mega Godzilla in SRW. Like
Yeah, okay,
regular
no,
games.
if that gets into a game with Mazinger Zero, I'm sorry, it's done. It's over. Yo, it's not too late, Bam Presto. You can change the series list, get Mecha Godzilla and X, pair it up with Mazinger Zero and Tengen Toppa and Logon. Break our lives.
Gundam X Under the Moonlight, which is a manga, and Grandizer Giga, which is also another manga.
Forgot about that in Grandizer. Not new, but
And newish.
So, is that a Gundam X side manga?
Yeah, it's a side manga that happens after the plot of X.
Interesting. May have to look at that.
I'm not sure if it's fully translated or not, but I hope they include it one day.
So, what I want in the next Super Robot Wars game, because it's probably not going to happen in this game because they've already given us the series list, but I want Aquarion Lagos. I think it could have fit
those
because it's
ugly
magical.
ass mechs.
Hey!
I
hey,
saw the mechs
okay.
you posted. What
No,
the hell
no.
was that?
No. It's okay. No, hold up. It's very special. Okay.
I'm sure it is.
It's a very special series, Val.
You could have picked any series in the world. You picked Aquarium Lagos.
Hey, Aquarium Lagos was low-key really good. As new type, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. The main villain, spoilers. The main villain goes from a toddler to supreme overloader of the world with a hair flip. This man dominates life.
It was pretty funny in how kind of bad it was.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I still prefer. I think the original Aquarion is still my favorite. I liked Evol, and I enjoyed Lagos. Yeah, hold up. Why didn't they bring back? Why didn't they bring back an Aquarion from Z3? They brought back all those other ones. It was magical enough.
Actually, I'll always see a Rekka 7 back.
That'd be nice. Please not the movie version, but that'd be nice.
They could do Astro Ocean.
Please no. I try to forget that exists. Anyways, final little thing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you guys for X? I would say I'm at 7.5.
I'm at an 8. I'm not gonna buy it on PlayAsia. I'm buying it digitally at midnight when it comes out. That's where I am right now.
I'd be higher if it was like there was a must-play new series for me coming, but yeah.
I'm about an 8. I'm excited.
Still buying a day one, but yeah. All right. So, anything else you guys want to add before we end?
Now that I think about it, in G-Reco, the main protagonists were part of a pirate group. Crossbones is a pirate group. So their plot, they might be teamed up a lot. I just wanted to point that out.
I wonder how many packs we'll get for the G self actually.
All of them.
Obviously, the normal G-Reco and the perfect pack are given, but
I think they're gonna put in the red one. I forget what it was called, and the reflector one.
But yeah,
I think those two are definitely in.
So yeah, thank you Blake, Westtown HD, and New Type for joining me for this discussion. For you guys watching this, leave your thoughts down in the comments section on what we talked about. You know, how excited are you for the game, series you would add or take out? We would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you later. Congrats on making it all the way to the end of the video. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did making it. If you want to see more of me, think about either subscribing or checking out more of my videos. If you want to make sure you never miss an upload, click the bell icon, join the notification squad. That way you'll always be notified whenever I upload something.